tell you the story of a drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. Stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching my spin. So put your phone head shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You know you'll be tracking every move that makes you moves. Eyes, laughing face. You know you won't let the song get blown away. Juicy Gyre. Yeah, Mike, throw a party, man.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It's Friday the 13th. And it's Friday. Imagine that. Friday the 13th, and it's Friday. Boy, that's a winner. I went to college. All right, what's happening? We got everything working? I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. We're live. It's Friday. Back here in Oldsmar, Florida. Seen a bunch of hellos. Tropics are getting a lot of Facebook and Twitter attention. We'll get into that, I promise. Biting my tongue. The GFS has got everybody fired up. First season, storms always fire everybody up. Everybody's anxiously amped up for the season. Hey, all right, let's say hey to some folks. Hey, Jason Strong, Mr. Hooters. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Bill? What's up, Dink? Stephen Dixon from Mississippi. Mississippi. How many people in Mississippi misspell Mississippi? If I didn't have Google spell check, I can't say that word. I would mess up Mississippi because it's like MISSISSISPPPIPPISSS. Joel Harrison, never, buddy. What's up, Alexis? Where are you at today? Hey, Kitron. We had a winner. You rock. I owe ya. What a freaking awesome show that was. My gosh, I've never seen nothing like it. Telford Holmes, good morning, buddy. You up there from Mobile, Alabama? I love the tunnel going through Mobile, Alabama. It's kind of scary if you think about it. It's kind of going under the Gulf of Mexico. What's up, Eric? Getting hot. The Rays are back. What's up, Mary from Clearwater? Cool, man. Steven gets to watch it live. Welcome, man. This is on YouTube. What's up, Glenn? So we are streaming. Listen, hey, this is Daily Brew. We talk weather. We talk tropics. Next Monday, we start daily, almost every day. There's going to be some times I can't go every day, but every day, most every day. Monday through Friday, 9:19 a.m. You can always count on 9:19 a.m. Eastern. And there'll be some times that we go at night when there's tropics to talk about. So there we go. We're back. The NHC updating this graphic starting Sunday. This will be updated on May 15th, 4 times a day. So the tropics unofficially get started May 15th. The season officially is June 1st. But anyway, these graphics. So if you're bored, 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern, go to the page, see if there's any new little spots to watch. And our little Atlantic coastal lobe was a nothing burger. That's 3 strikeouts this year so far for our first spot. What's up, Jennifer Hawkins? Good morning, Coneheads. Why do they call us Coneheads? Because we live in the cone of uncertainty with the tropics. The cone of uncertainty. That's why we're called Coneheads. So I got a lot I want to talk about. First and foremost, big thanks to the supporters of our page. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits have been with me for 4 years now. It's Friday. I know what that means. Hit your local ABCs and stock up for the weekend. Lots of sports on TV in Florida. Weather's going to be beautiful in Florida. Beaches are going to be packed. So get all your goodies there at ABC and tell them your fellow MWPs and that we love their support. That's for sure. So what happened over the weekend? Well, there's the picture of me and Julie. Short and sweet. Got 10,000 likes and 1,100 comments. So I think everybody saw it. But we were at the Governor's Hurricane Conference. The most amazing experience I've ever done ever. I had no idea how big this conference was. Holy cow. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm talking like every county EOC was there. FEMA, government, fire, police, Homeland Security, and then companies out the yin-yang. I think I got like 50 business cards. Sunbelt, Verizon, Caterpillar, FEMA cards, Storm Chasers. Just amazing. It was an amazing, amazing experience. So I'm definitely going to go back next year. It's a really, really, really cool experience if you've never been. Learned everything about the hurricane season and preparedness and classes, and they wine and dine me, so thank you so much to them. Got to hang out here most of the day. This is our big fans of our page, Custom Tree Care Disaster. They go and clean up the storms. Greg and Jeremy, great guys. Greg in the blue, Jeremy in the green. So props to them for having me in there, and I had a nice little spot to hang out and meet so many people. It was. Julie was with me taking pictures. It was like, oh my God, it was just awesome. So that was cool. And then here's a little bit I just share you, then we'll get right into it. This was one of our John Handy sent me this. This was on. You can kind of get an idea what it was about. Let me turn it up. It was big. We had several thousand people were there. This was the lunch dinner, and they had a lot of awards to give out for the last couple of years because of COVID. But it was great. I'm going to share this. Shelly put together a really good video we're going to put out on YouTube. But I was very humbled, and thank you for all your all support. It really meant a lot, and I got a little teary-eyed, I must admit. Yeah, it's a big deal. Had a lot of fans. So there we go. I walked across, and then of course I was going to take a selfie. I thought that'd be unprofessional, so I just waved the trophy. So that was my little thing there. It was pretty funny. So that's enough about that. We'll be pumping more about it. I was very, very honored to receive the Tropical Meteorology Award. That was for sure, especially when the National Weather Service won it last year. So some fun stuff coming up. So listen, next week we're doing a hurricane special on Tuesday. It'll be an additional. We'll be live on our normal Daily Brew, but this is going to be a special live on Tuesday. We're going to talk about the hurricane season ahead. So it'll be focused on hurricanes, and it's going to be with our friends at Furman Power Equipment. I'm a host of it now, so it's showing up under our event page. So you'll see it under Mike's Weather page events, and We'll be talking hurricanes, having some fun. You get to meet the behind the scenes at Furman. You know, we love them, and that'll be Tuesday. So I'll be announcing that. That'll be fun to watch. It'll be 12:30 to 1:30 Eastern on Tuesday, talking about hurricane season ahead. How about that? All right. So what's going on with the hurricane season ahead? All right. So I'm gonna leave this up here first and foremost. Remember, we talked a lot about this low pressure system. Well, look, it's kind of finally getting in here. You can see the rain bands coming back in. This was all predicted. We talked a lot about it on Wednesday. Big, broad, low pressure system here dominating the southeast. We actually have some storms for upper Louisiana today, but the storms are going to be coming down. That's from our big circular low. So some coastal rains in Florida this morning, but they're pulling out of here, so it's not going to be around much longer for Florida, but you're still going to get some rains here across the Carolinas and Georgia through tomorrow as this low pressure finally moves on out of here. That was that low that we thought was going to become something, but it had too much, it was too elongated on the middle and upper levels. It was almost two lows, but it looked like a duck and talked like a duck and pooped like a duck. It just wasn't a duck. So that's what's happening today, and then we'll go to Tropics. Here's the Storm Prediction Center for today, just so you know. And it's just interesting because a lot of this is coming south. These aren't really strong for Louisiana, Mississippi north. They're just storms actually kind of lingering from our low. So unfortunately, along the coast in the Carolinas, you guys need the rain, but you're going to get it at least through tomorrow as this thing pulls out of here. So that's, if you're wondering where the rain's coming from, it's that same dang old low pressure system that hammered the Outer Banks last week, and wasn't anything tropical. So, all right, Tropics. All right, so let's go right into it. Tropics. So, here's the deal. Let's go to Tropical Tidbits. Let me show you some stuff I posted on my page. All right. So let's go to the latest one this morning. That would be this guy. Okay, let's pull this one up. Let's pull this graphic up here. This is a blend of ensembles. All right, so watching the Caribbean next week, right? All right, soapbox time. All right, one thing you got to learn about what we do here, or I like to do, is, I share models and ensembles when I start to think that we got a chance to talk about them because they might be coming, reality. There's a chance, there's possibility. Maybe when I first started the page years ago, I would post one model run because it got me a lot of likes. It was scary, intimidating. I don't do that anymore. But I'm seeing a lot of people do that. That's fine. I don't care. But man, the buzz this week, the last 2 days on this GFS, there was some scary looking GFS runs in the Gulf of Mexico. I've seen thousands of comments, So anyway, confidence is very low is what I'm getting at right now. Okay, very low. There's a couple reasons why I'll dig into here in a little bit. But first off, early May seasons, right? The conditions in the Gulf of Mexico are, possible for some sort of development. But the overall intensity index here, this is on Bay News 9. Let's take a look at some of their graphics. They have some really good graphics. But the tropical intensity, this is just a basic, like a barren forecast. One of them similar, but, not quite yet there for like major 2. There was one model run that showed a category 2, and one guy posted category 3 possible hurricane in the Gulf. My goodness. Well, first off, not seeing that yet. Okay. Yes, there's a chance it looks like we could see some low pressures down here. We'll get into that too. But far as worrying, it's way low confidence. Anything's going to come up out of the lower Atlantic. I said them all. Caribbean, Indian Ocean. So anyway, tropical index. Another graphic here we'll look at. The temperatures are definitely warming up, which is another key. 80. Now the ocean heat depth isn't there quite yet. That's another graphic that is very important to tropical strength. And the ocean heat content is not quite there yet. So usually in May systems, you get weaker tropical systems that are more rainmakers. So not to say we can't get anything stronger, but the odds are right now that we're not seeing anything too strong, even if we get something. But let's go back to what I showed earlier. These are your ensemble maps. So yes, so these graphics here on the left, these are your ensembles from the GFS and the Euro. GFS is very aggressive. We've got, I think there's, what is it, 31 or 51? I can't remember who's who. One's got 30, one's got 50. But anyway, quite a few GFS ensembles are showing something, right? But when you go to the Euro, almost nothing, okay? Euro hasn't been very enthusiastic about this. The Canadian model hasn't been very enthusiastic. And there's a lot of talking about the GFS. It's getting a lot of, past 10-day error in the way it's formulating these model runs. So yes, there's a spot to watch. It'll be later next week. But man, just the reason I put these ensembles out there yet is there's not a lot of confidence yet to really get stressing about it. And I posted another graphic which is a big deal, and this is the shear forecast. These are on Tropical Tidbits. But some of the conversation is, even with the GFS showing something to develop around, entering Memorial Day weekend, 10 days from now, there's still a lot of shear out there coming in from the west. The CMC shear ensemble map, which is a blend of all their ensembles, lots of shear across this region and Memorial Day leading up to, next week. And the Euro shear, this is Yucatan, this is Canada. Man, I'm screwing up geography today. This is Cuba. So lots of shear in the area is predicted from 3 top models. But But man, so just, man, I just worry about these individual model runs. Let's talk about that. So let's go to the GFS. I mean, just for fun. This is what's been being shared, and it's hey, the GFS got an upgrade last year. They got an upgrade the year before. I mean, but it's also failed a lot last year too. So, but here, let's just go back in time. Let's go back to like yesterday's 6Z. So some of these models, like there's a 6Z actually didn't show anything. A little weak, so it hasn't been. Nobody's going to share that run because there wasn't anything. 12Z yesterday. Boom, 979, 960. This one had it going there. So that was, a model run like that, 967, May 25th. You just got to really not get too, you got to just question it right now. But, man, I see this everywhere online now. And it's like, man, people are getting worked up. So, yeah, that's one model run. But then when we go the exact same timestamp here, well, let's just go to the recent run. We just had the 6Z. It's putting it all the way to Texas now, blocking high. So it just doesn't make sense right now. I mean, it's just not making any sense. The exact same time frame. All right, so here's the 23rd. Going back to the 23rd, right? The 23rd, 10 days from now, right? We go back to some graphics here. Let me find it. This graphic here. The 23rd. Look, all this sheer. Even the GFS. This general area on the 23rd, all this red sheer. So, it's anyway, so there's that. So then we go to the Euro on the exact same timestamp and nothing. That's a 6Z. But this is, 23rd, nothing. I mean, it's not even showing any vorticity yet. Big high pressure system. Here is the 23rd. You can see the high pressure here dominating, and just nothing. Maybe a little something there, but that's nothing really anything. So, I'm just waiting. I just don't see anything yet to really, justify anything down there in the Caribbean for the 23rd. That's the CMC. Then we go back to the GFS, and it's showing obviously something. So let's just take it with a grain of salt. Time frame, last night 00Z. Look at that. I mean, come on. It's loopy, man. I think the GFS has been visiting the ABC Fine Wine and Spirit store. Look at that one. Jeez, that might have been the one that got. I could have 1 million likes and follows if I shared this one right here. This would be the 28th of May. Whatever. Just take it with a grain of salt. That's what I'm getting at. Take it with a grain of salt. Sydney, hey, what's up? No idea where the high pressure is setting up, but it is definitely setting up. You can start to see it. Our cold fronts are becoming very, very few and far between. We saw that with the storm threats. Storms are big storms yesterday, by the way. Holy cow! 100-mile-an-hour winds up north. But our cold fronts are not coming down as much, and this is usually the sign of rainy season for Florida and the southeast, and then also sign of hurricane season. More time for these things to, you get reduced wind shear. Reduce wind shear, and we enter the season. So anyway, thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. What else we got? I'm reading some running late, Loretta Reed. That's okay. Clear out, Scott. Yep. Well, so far nothing's even there to talk about. Checking in for the Panhandle, Steve. What's up? Brevard, North Carolina. Wow, that's pretty cool. Another 2 people from. Thank you, Mirtha. So, all right. So again, it's really frustrating to see these GFS runs without any other models jumping in. So just kind of take them with a grain of salt. But it is something to watch. I mean, we could really. Which one was that? That was yesterday's 18Z. That was last night's run, and I'm sure you've seen it somewhere. Let's see. Let's go to southeast, And they added a new parameter. Cool. All right, let's take a look at see if it goes out. Oh, it doesn't even go out 10 days yet. This only goes out 10 days. You can start to see it down there. So yeah, listen, just don't get all into it yet. Don't fall into it yet. No, you know, like I said. Yeah, so here's yesterday's 18Z run showing possible hurricane, tropical storm, right? Go to the Euro. Yesterday's afternoon run would be this closest one here, or nothing. So it's really rough, tough and rough to go all in yet when there's only one model showing it. Even our latest, now you get a lot of feedback with this one. Usually here, I can't do my button here, but usually this area is a feedback issue, and this Bay of Campeche is a feedback issue. So this is really the spot that we're watching. Very little model support, using a blend of the Navy, the GFS, and Canadian, and the Euro. So we also got this thing called a CAG, and I posted it. Let's go back to this here. Now we also got a thing called a CAG. That's called a Central American Gyre. And there was signs that we were seeing this whole general area becoming broad rotation. It's definitely very possible this time of year. And you can kind of follow the winds. You know, we got a very broad area here of winds on both sides. So sometimes the models get tricked, and these waves actually end up on the Pacific side and get the season started early. And even if you're looking at our long-range Tropics map down here, you can see we are seeing possibly development into the 17th. This could be, you know, part of this energy pulling over here from the Caribbean. So tricky early seasons when you start seeing models start showing that high of a storm. Now we do have this. This is interesting. All right, so let's talk about this tropical wave coming. So we do have a tropical wave out there currently, right? And listen, this sucker is expected to be nearing our friends down here. Here it is. This is tropical wave. It's trekked its way across. Here's the Lesser Antilles, right? This is 72 hours from now. This would be what, Monday? Here's a look at it. It's there. You can kind of see it. It made its way across. It's kind of sloppy right now, but there it is. This whole general area right here. It's going to make its way here in 3 days. Now, we're going to look at some model maps. Some of this juice I talked about is probably what the models, the GFS is picking up on next week. So we'll talk about that. Right. All right. What else are we talking about? So, yeah, what's everybody doing on the weekend? Huh? What's we got? Nita's working around the house, sleeping, and I would love to sleep. Pensacola. GFS is... All right. So, hey, let's look at the... All right. Since we're talking about weather, let's talk about weekend weather real quick, and then we'll get right into this. I want to really hammer into this precipitable water map. We like to do that a lot for this season, and the best thing about these chats is getting back in the groove of things, and I forget about models sometimes. So here's all right. So here's a great look. All right, this is, look at it. I'm gonna make it go really fast. All right, this is it. Look at, all right, look at that. So watch this area here. This is basically our low pressure system that's going to get pulled out, and a little bit of stuff's going to be coming down on it. But this is throughout the day today. Boom. So here's the afternoon. This is noon, 1 o'clock. See, we're starting to get some of these rain bands entering North Florida, into Georgia, the South Carolina coast. This is today. They're going to pull into North Carolina and Virginia. This is through tonight. They're going to leave Florida by tomorrow. My phone's going nutty. All right, so here's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, look at that. We still have rain bands, South Carolina, North Carolina. This is overnight tonight, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. Look at that. So we can still get some storms in off the Atlantic. This is from that original low. And as we go into the day tomorrow, Saturday, you can see all these leftover rain bands pushing north up through Carolinas into Virginia now. And look, most of Florida stays dry through tomorrow night. And there's this nut. Look at this little guy tomorrow. Wow. Look at that sucker. This is interesting. Ooh, that's really interesting. Look at this little guy right here. What is up with that? Do we got anything on the Storm Prediction Center tomorrow? We do not. Huh. That's interesting. Well, let's see what that is. So I know we got a lot of people in Louisiana. This is tomorrow afternoon. 6Z, did it show it? Yeah, a little bit. Yep. So hey, I don't know. What is that? What the heck is going on? So we got some energy coming down to Mississippi tomorrow, and we could have some storms into Louisiana. Look at that. This is tomorrow afternoon. So hey, man, if we got anybody watching in Louisiana, let's take a look at all the models, and then we're going to get into the precipitate water map. So tomorrow, let's see what would look good. 6 hour. We have 2 hour now precipitation. I guess we just look at this for now. We'll just see. Yeah, it's Friday. It's kind of hard to see that. Maybe hourly. Let's go to hourly. Does it 1 hour go that far yet? I don't think it does. No. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, there you go. Saturday. Yeah, look at that. All right, well there's the euro. So look at that little sucker coming down. This is tomorrow. So watch this little area tomorrow. This is the euro, but watch this. So we got a little stormy action tomorrow coming down Louisiana. Look at that. This is the euro. See it? So there's going to be interesting little storm chance there, I think, tomorrow. Let's go back to the HRRR because we're in the 12Z window now, and we can look. But yeah, if we got anybody hanging out down in Louisiana, look what tomorrow brings. Look at that. Interesting, huh? That's tomorrow afternoon. Look at that sucker. I'm going to keep an eye on that. If you got plans tomorrow. Wow. Good morning, Keisha. What's up, Mary? What's up, Marlene? Thank you, Marlene. Good morning, Fred. YouTube getting good. Emily. Hey, thanks, Kelly, for asking. The playoff game. So we had the most busiest day yesterday. We had to go. We were West Palm Beach, and we made it back in time to her game. There we go. I'm looking on my tweets. Have you figured out Twitter yet? Hey, we're on the Daily Brew. We're watching on. Oh, there it is. Picture right here. So here's a good shot. I took of all the girls last night. That was at our place called the Lake. Smiles, man. I love girls when they smile. What's that song? Girls like to laugh. No, girls like to. I don't know. It's a Eric Church song. Some of it. It actually makes me cry. The lyrics of that song are the best. But anyway, they won. East Lake won. So we're making it to the semifinals now. I think we played Newsom. So, hey Austin, good to see you, man. What's up, brother? It was good seeing you too, man. Heck yeah. All right. So bottom line is Tropics. Historically, yes, May definitely a spot to watch. I'm very. I don't know if I've seen so much hype early season like I've seen this week. And I get it. Everybody's really hyped up about the Tropics. So when you get that first hurricane on the GFS showing up, it's going to get shared, and it got shared a lot. So just, I'm not all in yet at all. To me, it's a very low chance of anything that strong. Weak, yes, we could have something weak, tropical moisture. But man, I usually wait. I look at all the models, man. Spaghetti models. I don't live on one noodle. I live on a lot of noodles. James totaled you 2,500. What's up with that? That is exciting, Vicky. Yeah, she had an RBI. Poor girl struck out twice last week. Man, never strikes out, and she was so nervous and had. That was a breaking point last night because a lot of pressure. But she had an RBI her first at bat. Frankie, and they called it a nor'easter, and It was not. It was a nor'easter because it came off a frontal boundary, right? But it went south. That was really really odd to me to see that. You can still see the old frontal line here. Still, look at this. There's our low. Remember we were showing this low. We didn't know where it was going to end up officially crossing. We drew this little window, and it's kind of coming right there around Jacksonville north. If you were to look for a center, you can technically say it's right there. But and again, you're going to be spinning in some storms throughout the day today and tomorrow, and storms again tomorrow coming down here into Louisiana to watch. But there you go. There's our low. There's our no-named Alf. We named it Alf last week. And winds aren't blowing too awfully strong. I love wind alert. Look at this. So you can kind of get an idea of the wind directions sometimes to help pinpoint a center. The winds are coming in now straight. We were talking about this. The winds now are coming in from the Atlantic, but they're not that strong. So that's good news. It was expected to weaken. So everything happened like it was supposed to. All right, so a couple things. All right, so the MJO, there's a Kelvin cycle, they call it, mixed in with the MJO. So one favorable factor going into next week is that the MJO, we talk a lot about that early season, late season. The MJO is going to be right around here. Green is enhanced. So the GFS could be using some of this data. So that's a little bit in its favor for next week. Enhanced stage of the MJO. That's why I said yet. So I can see why the GFS is probably thinking, there's a chance of development. Now, going back to this tropical wave that we got. So we have a tropical wave. Let's go back to that one, which is pretty fascinating. I think it's really early season tropical wave. Here it is today. There she is. Or he. Alf. So our tropical wave. There you go. 3 days from now. So let's take a look at the precipitable water map. And take a look. This will be a really good model to look at. So I learned a lot being able to watch these precipitable water maps. It's the amount of juice in the atmosphere. And so we can kind of see it. All right, so what we're going to do, I haven't done this yet today. I wanted to save it for the live because I didn't have anything else fun to do today. So what we're going to watch down here. So this is the Euro. We're going to watch for any, this is dry, so anything red and purple is wet, moist, juicy. Juicy air. And we'll see if that tropical wave can make its way across here. And in that time frame. So what we're looking at is somewhere around the 20th is where we've been seeing low pressures develop. And the possibility of something going north if it's going to happen. All right, so 3 days. All right, so 54. So there you go. See, this is the whole general juicy tropical wave here. This is going into Sunday, Monday. And there it is. I mean, so, but the Euro squishes it. All right, so here's the 20th. So this is what I like to do. This is how I examine things. So here it is. That is tropical wave that made its way through here. Now, look at all the juice on the Pacific side. Sometimes our first season Pacific storms, our Pacific season officially starts the 15th. They usually start before the Atlantic. So again, with that MJO sliding in, enhanced, favorable atmosphere for that, we could see maybe a storm come from this wave, keep on trucking, crossing the Central America, and we're seeing modeling picking up storm developing on the Pacific side. All right, so let's clear this and let's go to the GFS, and we'll go to the 20th. This is actually the 20th. All right, so this is the GFS on the 20th. Now let's rewind it. And all right, this is cool. before I clear it out, here's the 20th, right? So the euro, I'm just going to leave it right there. See, the reds and the purples are a lot of moisture in the air. We go to the euro, same timestamp. Here's the 20th. There's moisture in the air. So they both are depicting our tropical wave coming across. Let's go back to GFS now. Let's rewind and we'll take a look. Here's our tropical wave. And look, it comes across and boom, there's the 20th. Now, it's showing it getting pulled up, obviously, and who knows what it's doing. That's the big question mark. So, yeah, I can see tropical juice in the Caribbean. The difference being is the high pressure on the euro is showing a lot stronger. Not that one. Let's just take a look at this one. Let's see here. It's a little low, actually. No, that's not too bad, I guess. Let's see if I can find a better one. Maybe just mean. Yeah, here's a 20th. There's our high. You know, I don't know. So bottom line, like I said, there's just not enough support. You know, you can understand why the GFS is thinking what it's thinking, moisture. But again, going back to what I posted earlier with this graphic right here, the 23rd. This is 23rd. Now remember, the 20th showed a storm down here. This is the 23rd. And reds are 50, 60 knots shear and, you know, lots of shear. So don't stress yet. What else is up? So yeah, we got a cool Furman generator live coming Tuesday. That'll be fun. I love talking. I won't have to do any production. That's the best. I just sit here. They can worry about everything working. Man, the phone was trying to turn it off. I know last year everybody told me the vibration. Oh, Shelly, I got your message. I didn't even look at it yet. Sorry. Shelly messages me like 30 seconds before I go live. She put together a nice video though for me. I really appreciate it. I gotta get. I got 2 new shirts, by the way. They look really good. I was happy with them. So yeah, Shelly's sharing our links. You know, one thing I talked a lot about with people at the Governor Hurricane Conference was I'm getting a lot of people on all 3 platforms. A lot of Instagram users, a lot of Twitter users, and a lot of Facebook users. So I'm trying hard to make sure we're streaming on at least 3 of the platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And then I do these little quickie videos sometimes on Instagram and TikTok. And we have our podcast. Don't forget, we got a podcast. All that can be found right here. And Monday, I just saw Shelly post. We're going to have some exciting news for Monday. We should cue the Love Boat music. I'll tell you now, but we're gonna announce cruise details, but that doesn't tell you anything else. This one's going to be unbelievable. We're going to sell out. We're already 10% into our block, and we've only announced it to a very small group of people right now. What's up, Jose? What's up, Mike? Car warranty time, James Ford. What's up? But anyway, so yeah, we're streaming there. YouTube's great. We're looking to do some fun stuff with our friends over at Universal. They had a busy hail season here in Orlando. Believe it or not, hail roof damage is a big deal. we don't get people don't think of hail in Florida, but and we got a roof from hail damage, legit. So if you think you got any roof damages at all, I'm telling you what, call our buddies Josh and crew at Universal Roofing Contracting. They're big in Orlando. They're big across the whole state, but they're really big in Orlando and really big in Jacksonville. Really big. Veteran owned. Remember we did the free roof giveaway last year? They actually gave a roof to a veteran. They gave a roof to a veteran. Is that not awesome or what? Cheers to that. Oh, by the way, the dogs. Nobody's mentioned the dogs. So I'm picking the dogs up. We had to put the dogs in the vet because we were gone for 2 days. And I missed them so bad. I miss my dogs. Gil, USF, what's up? Cool. Donna's over on YouTube said that she was at the Cape. So yeah, alerts make no sense. Listen, if you're a Brew Crew member, we got a Google Calendar set up. Julie, Shelly, Sheila. Make sure you set that up because Google Calendars are a lot of cool features on them, and we'll update that frequently when we go live, especially when we start doing lives at night. You'll get a notice. We also send notices out on the app. I did a lot more notifications last season with the app. I might send one out now actually just to wake everybody up, but we do, I have a nice little app. So if you're interested, I keep it up to date. There's some unique features on it. Biggest thing, of course, is you can watch the Daily Brew on it. But you also get notifications. I have a cool little feature here called Mike's Post. A lot of people said they can't find anything. So just the Mike's Post column is everything that I've done, shared. So if you get lost in all the social media trying to find everything, having a simple Mike's Post screen, you can see everything I've posted, so you don't lose what's up. So we'll start doing more notifications. I think people like them, and I set it up this year to be getting the website still free, which I didn't do last year. And then if you want all the other stuff, you got to pay a couple bucks a month, or I think it's 10 or 12 a year or something. I don't know, but it costs a lot of money to run an app. So. And nobody complains about it. But I do have some fun stuff on it. I need to share the story. I have a lot of sailors. I got to make sure it works. So the first reason I got the app going was we had sailors that use the site, and they have very low bandwidth, internet out on the water. So I paid a company to do a snapshot imagery of my site. It's on request. So when you hit this snapshot, this is what pops up. So I just did it. It works. Thank goodness. My money's, I'm still paying for it. But what it is it's a single graphic image of the website. So it's not clickable links, but at least you could scroll and see things. If you just want graphics, it's one graphic, one JPEG. It's pretty cool. People tell me that they like that a lot. And of course, I got the wind map on here. This is my favorite thing in the world is the wind map. So you can do that and stuff. So, I like my baby. I like it. You're my little baby. For sure. So, let's see. All right. Cool. All right, what else? Any more questions or talk about anything? I'm seeing a lot of thanks. I really appreciate it. Cassie, listen, we talked a lot about it, but man, even your local meteorologist saying it's impossible. Well, I wouldn't say impossible. Hey Clay, just simple, man. Just Google Mike's weather page will pop up. Yeah, never say never in the tropics ever. We gave a lot of stickers out this weekend too, by the way. Look at that. I got to make another order. I keep these in my back pocket, so if I ever see you out in public. But yeah, I never say never in the tropics, ever. We had Hurricane Alex a couple years ago. Let's look it up. I think it was we had a hurricane in January. What's up with that? Was it 2010? It was a June hurricane. Well, let's just look at that anyways. Hurricane Alex. Let's see. Here was Hurricane Alex. That was in June. can't remember what was the January hurricane name. Hurricane 2016 was it? Hurricane Alex. No, we had 2 Alexes. Alex. Hey, Alex. Hey. Maybe GFS is going off history. So we had a Hurricane Alex in 2010. Kind of the same spot. Look at that, across the Yucatan in the south of Texas there. And then we had another Hurricane Alex. Oh, wait a minute. That says 2010. Oh, this is January. All right, check this one out. Wow. All right, look at this one. So this was 2016. We had a hurricane January 12th. What is up with that? Winds were 85. It was the first hurricane in January. This is January. I'm talking about January. But I'm just saying, look at this thing, though. Whoa, how did it... It got close to Bermuda. But you never say never. So, anyway. David, what's up, bae? Who's messaging me? That's not anybody I know. I hope not. All right, what else we got? Anything else good? Pups are back today. Yep. Thanks for asking. I'm going to miss them. Louis, this is what Louis will do. Maybe I'll do a TikTok. I got to do a TikTok. I get a lot of those. But this is my theme on my TikTok. So, picking up the dogs. I'm going to show me driving, walking up to the vet, the little clips. I'm going to show the dogs coming. They're going to run to me. On the way home, Louis is going to be sitting on the floorboard with his back turned to me, and Hunter's going to be all over me. Louis gets pissed. He actually turns his back. He knew we were going to the vet the other day. Julie was driving him. Turns his back to us like he's pissed. He gets mad. Hey, Becky. Hey, we're going on a cruise too. Not Grand Turk, though. We're going on a cruise in June. I don't know when. Trying to get all of our family vacations done before the season. I hope I can do Daytona. I haven't been to Daytona since they moved it to August. I don't know what they were thinking. What the hell were they thinking? Kids are in school. Look at North Carolina getting some storms right now. Let's zoom in on that. This is all leftover low pressure. Let's take a look at that. All right, let's slide it on over here, make it look nice and pretty. I know we got people in Carolinas. Let's check this out. So let's go to radar and pull it up here, and boom, and boom. Look at that. Y'all see the video I posted of the little spinach the other day? It was quite impressive. This one's going to have some spinach to it. Watch this. See that little bit of spin coming in. Our low pressure down to the south. These are arguably tropical rain bands. Warm Gulf Stream. But look at that. We got rains coming in. The Outer Banks is done with weather. Ocracoke. Talk a lot of emergency management people about Dorian and Ocracoke and Isaiah. Last few times the East Coast got skirted with some storms. But there you go. That's live look right now. So we got some rain coming in off of the Atlantic this morning. Like I said, we're gonna have we got a little low pressure system. Our center is right here, Jacksonville area, Brunswick, and it's gonna turn itself up. Florida's gonna have almost no rain tomorrow. Let's look at some individual rainfall for the weekend. Get you guys going on that. See what we got for weekend rains. That didn't work. I can never. It's WPC. All right, so let's just go to the southeast. Well, let's go United States. 24-hour rainfall. And, man, we don't have our daily rains anymore. I got to go. Let's see. Hold on. One more model, Mike. I got to go. Can't remember the one I want. We don't have total rainfall. This is total rainfall. Damn it. My brain shut off for a minute. Oh, man, maybe they moved it. Oh, well. Or maybe I think they just changed the way they do it. I used to like the daily, but anyway. All right, wait. Here's your 24-hour rain total falls. All right, so here's throughout the day today. This is through tomorrow basically. There's your sporadic rains through Florida. A little bit of heavier stuff, South Carolina, coastal Georgia. There's that weird rain coming down. I'm telling you, the Mississippi Valley there, all the way down to Louisiana. There's a storm. There's some storm chances today across this whole valley area right here, Mississippi North, Louisiana. That's today, and then tomorrow. Rains kind of shifting out of here. This is Saturday. Not too bad. And then Sunday's really nice. A little bit of rain for the Panhandle maybe Sunday here. But so sporadic rains today across Florida, Georgia. A little bit heavier going into South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia today. Really heavy across Mississippi today as our storms come down. And again, remember we got Storm Prediction Center chances today stretching down into Louisiana. So that's, nothing hopefully too bad. Tomorrow we got an interesting feature coming though. I'm going to show that later, but there's a weird little weather thing coming down tomorrow afternoon. So if you got plans across the upper Gulf Coast tomorrow, make sure you watch for that. And that's it. Look, long range forecast again. Another heat advisory. Oh my goodness. This is excessive heat for 5:15 to 5:19. Excessive heat all the way down to Central Florida, 5:17, 18, 19. Oh my gosh. So excessive heat, that usually means historically a third hotter than history. Okay. Excessive heat across the south and in Florida, 5:17 through 5:19 next week. If you look at the long-range global tropics hazards map, you can see that also right here. And this one extends it from 5:18 to 5:24. Now, I showed this yesterday. Excessive heat. That's almost into Memorial Day weekend. The whole state of Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Oklahoma, or Louisiana. I missed them a bunch, but excessive heat forecast, not good. Let's go to tropical tidbits. We'll take a look at that. We'll see what kind of heat we got brewing here for the southeast. And so we got all next week. Let's see here. So starting Saturday Saturday there's 90s. Let's see what we got. There's 80s. This is holy cow. Oh man, that's Monday. So Monday we got 90s through all of Louisiana. We got 90s through all of South Carolina, all the way up through Georgia. 92 for Atlanta on Monday. Middle 90s through Florida. Tuesday the same. 96 possibly for Jacksonville. This is next Thursday. Upper 90s across Florida. This is the 19th. Upper 90s for Georgia. Upper 90s for South Carolina. So, hey, summer's here. It's only May. Now, water anomaly maps. Let me show you a couple other things real quick. Then we'll get on out of here. I got a lot to do. I got to get the dogs. Good weekend, Telford. Thank you, buddy. Steve Roberts, how you been, man? Sunday looks okay. Saturday looks a little wet. Lineman, what's you got? Yes. Man, Channing Smith. Listen, you got to watch the replay. Very, very, very low confidence right now of a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. There is signs of tropical juice down in the lower Caribbean. But that's about it. It's just way too early yet to get worked up. We have 10-day modeling is really inconsistent. No other models are showing it. GFS is all over the place. So don't take it with a grain of salt. Don't worry about it yet. There's no reason to worry about it at all. I just don't see that possibility yet. How could it happen? Water temps are very, very warm in the Gulf. MJO will be an enhanced stage cycling through. Shear forecasts are very hard to predict that far out. Usually you look at modeling, you look at ensembles. You like to see more ensemble support from just one of the, big ones like the GFS. So the conditions are kind of favorable, but at this point, if you had to say yes or no, no. Never say never, though. But the water temps are interesting. Let me show you this graphic. So there's your MJO. We're going to be in enhanced stage. I guess we'll close that one out. I got to close some windows here. Let's see, model is. So let's look at the water temperatures. So a little chit chat going on. The water temperatures are definitely warming up in the Gulf of Mexico. Doesn't mean anything other than they're warming up in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's take a look at the weekly anomaly map here, daily. So this is your 30-year anomaly map here for May the 7th. This was snapshot May the 7th. I guess we'll get a new one. Yeah, it hasn't run yet. Oh, it's still running now. Ooh. I don't know. May 10th. May 20th. We're there. There we go. All right, it's loading now. But anyway, all right. So in a nutshell, the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico warming up. The neutral color gray means where it should be for the past 30 years. So a little bit yellow, orange, red, a degree, 2 degrees above normal. Again, the ocean heat content isn't there, but the waters are a little warmer than usual. But this is what I want to point out. Nobody's really talking about this one. So we go back to this heat that's expected. Okay. The following week, the 18th to 24th, this excessive heat, highly likelihood, which we've already seen, that's going to, of course, cover the Gulf of Mexico. So we could see a pretty rapid warm-up over the Gulf entering the end of May. So, little factor that could help anything get going if we were to get something. So 2 favorable conditions ahead that you can see why the GFS is thinking what it's thinking. But until we get more model support, I'm not going to post anything about it. For sure. So that's about it. So anyway, what's up, Kelly McGuire? Good morning. Good morning. There's an eclipse. What's up with the eclipse? I'm terrible. Hello, Derek. David says 90s are coming. They are coming. It's 84 here already. Hey, John Ferguson, how's Cayman Islands doing, buddy? Look at this satellite above me. Look at my head. I'll get it right one day. Boom. Look at this swirl. You can see the swirl. So awesome. You can just see it pivoting around. Very broad, low pressure. Still hanging around. Let's see what 700 looks like. There you go. That's pretty cool looking. See? I love it when a good plan comes together. If it didn't show this, I would have felt stupid. I would have felt more stupider. Did you guys ever watch the Angels game against the Rays, Eric? Did you see their leadoff guy? He looked just like Forrest Gump. And he was the left fielder, and when he ran back from getting the ball, he ran. And I wanted to create a meme, run Forrest, run, because it looked just like Forrest Gump running. So here's your 700 millibar. This is what's happening right now. If you look above my head, you can see a spin in the atmosphere. Those are your clouds. This is our broad low that we've been watching for several days. And that's why we're getting showers coming in off of that warm Gulf Stream right now up into the Carolinas. This is why later today we're going to see storms possibly developing across the Mississippi into Louisiana and Mississippi. Pretty neat, right? Pretty cool. And we had a little bit of showers this morning across the coast here. Well, it was cool. Yesterday morning, our low was over here, counterclockwise, right? And Wednesday, Thursday, we had coastal showers down the East Coast as our. It was windy when we got over Wednesday. We were in West Palm Beach. Man, the wind was whipping from the north. And since then, our low has drifted, and now these winds are now basically broadened out, and they're, this way. So it's all about the wind, man. It's so awesome. Gotta say about that. Jamaica, hey Ian, let's talk about Jamaica. Let me see. Let's look at the big picture. So you got a leftover funnel boundary down there. Look at that. So there's our buddy down there in Jamaica. This is a leftover funnel boundary just hanging out. See it? Just leftover juice down there, just pumping. Let's take a look here. A little better shot for you. Let's zoom out. Look at that. So you just got this consistent little area of convection that ain't moving much, and you got more juice pumping in. So it's just a leftover area that's not moving much. Kind of attached to that old front here that we been talking about. See that convergence line here? Usually our fronts are pretty well defined. You can see them. Let's go 500, I guess would be better. Look, there it is. So you're just getting this flow, tropical flow of moisture in. We had this old frontal line basically, and it just kind of hung out. So you're just getting this influx of moisture. And let's take a look at the precipitable water map. I haven't used that a lot this season, so I'm kind of excited about it. Let's go to the HRR, and we'll be able to, we can't. That's American model only, so we'll just go to the Euro. Head on south to, what the heck? North America. Central America. There we go. Caribbean. Precipitable water. And you'll see this flow. So there we go. So there's all your moisture below you. And you're going to see it just kind of continue pumping in around this little area the next several days. It's just moisture down there, And you're going to have a tropical wave coming to you. I might say stay to your south. Here's the one around the 20th we talked a lot about earlier. This is our wave that's coming. Just a lot of moisture down there, Not moving much. You can see it flaring up. All right, so anything else? Vicky, thanks for watching. Hey, and you're welcome, bud. It looks like it's going to go away pretty quick, though. Let's take a look. So, by the way, this is Tropical Tidbits. I try to let everybody know that a bazillion times. Sometimes I forget. So you just got that constant flow. You're just kind of stuck. You're gonna get a little break, though. Looks like you could have a nice little break over the weekend. So I don't think it's going to linger too awfully long. This is, you just got this line of rain. Just going to kind of linger there. I think it's going to move off to your west, though, toward the end of the weekend. So I think just later today, you can see this high. I love watching these high pressure systems, but this boundary line is going to shift a little bit. High pressure is going to start coming in. It's saving the day, so it might not be a bad end of the weekend down there. Woo! Remember that? Three Stooges? I used to hate that show. I don't know why. But all right, we'll wind this down and see if there's any few things. So listen, tropics are heating up. Enjoy all the threads out there. I subscribe to a few of them. it's cool. It's cool. You know, I love everybody else's opinions. I love reading, you know, messages. All I like to do is give you my thoughts and, you know, and not fall into too many traps, getting worried, early season stuff. You know, I would love to hype. Guaranteed, if I posted, it would be very unethical. If I posted last night's 18Z GFS, took it down in 10 minutes. God, we could do that. Just show you the power of Facebook algorithm. I can say this is a test. This is only a test. I can do it 5 minutes. And then do the Euro the exact same time frame. I would probably get like 800 likes on the GFS, and I'd probably get 3 on the Euro. The problem with these algorithms, if that's how you say algorithm, sounds like a beer. Logger. Give me a logarithm. Give me a logarithm. Is when you start getting a lot of likes from your friends, then your friends see it. It ends up being in everybody's feeds because they think it's something that's popular, and everybody sees it. You know, if it's a boring post that nobody likes or shares or talks about, then guess what? The computers say this is not worth even putting in people's feeds because nobody likes it, and let's not put it in the feeds. So that's why I like the app feature with our posts, and I actually have it over here on the side of the website. These are all my posts. So, you know, the number one, I guess the only thing I ever get frustrated about, it really irks me, is if I was to post something right now about Louisiana rain's coming tomorrow, I would instantly get a comment, why aren't you talking about the Gulf hurricane? Well, the last 5 posts before this one I did, you know, and I get it. I think most people just scroll up. They don't click on a page and then see what that page wrote. And that's the logarithm. It's you might not see the post. They choose what posts you see. So it's hard because, you know, you do a lot of posts and whatever people see is kind of hit or miss. That's all I got to say about that. All right, cool. All right, so listen, Monday we'll be back to Daily Brews at least through May. I got some fun stuff coming up, so check this out. So we got our Furman chat Tuesday. I'm flying out to the Midwest to meet our good buddy Tammy Kent and all her crew at OSR. They're doing their yearly retreat, which will talk about the season ahead, and I get to do a cool presentation. That is June the 2nd. So we won't be live June the 2nd, which is a Thursday. And then I'm doing one June the 9th, but that's afternoon. So, and then we got our cruise June the 13th. So there'll be a couple days in June that we won't be live, but I'll still update all the time. So there you go. Cool beans. All right. Well, have a great weekend. Appreciate you watching. It was great meeting everybody yesterday at the show, and met a lot of fine folks. I know Shelly's putting together a little slideshow with a bunch of pictures of everybody we met. So live from the patio tonight, David. If you were at the GHC and you did not share a picture, post it somewhere, and we're going to put it together a cool slideshow of a bunch of people we met this at the GHC. So that was fun. I might take a nap today. Don't tell Julie. I had a big day yesterday. Driving home from West Palm Beach, a little stressful. That was a 4-hour ride. So, You ever take one of them 2-day business trips? 2-day trips. Sound like a business person now. I'm wearing a t-shirt, don't worry. $5 t-shirt. You ever take a trip and we were only gone a day and a half and it felt like a week. We did our live on Wednesday, drove 4 hours West Palm Beach, hung out at the thing, went out to eat, watched the Rays, get up, met a bunch of people, did the awards, drove home, went to a softball game, went out to eat last night in a day and a half. I was up at 5:30 this morning, so I deserve a nap. So, all right, have a great weekend. We'll see everybody Monday, and cheers. See ya.